Okay, hello, welcome. Feeling a little stressed today, so the tip of the week, actually tip number two for this week, so I get caught up, is about how to deal with stress. Um, I need to put some of these things into my plan for the next couple days. So one of the things you can do to deal with stress is always consider these steps for dealing with stress should be used in moderation. So first tip is exercise. So if you are stressed, exercise can help release endorphins, and that can make you feel better, to feel less stressed. Getting exercise sometimes can even give you more energy, believe it or not. Seems like it's counterproductive, but it gets your blood pumping and can actually make you feel a lot better. So try to exercise, but don't overdo it. Don't do too much exercise. Don't spend 3 hours exercising when you don't have enough time to do things in your day-to-day life. The next thing is to read a book or watch a show, depending on what you're stressed out about. Sometimes getting away from it and getting into something else, like reading a book. I enjoy listening to audiobooks, watching a TV show. Any of those things can get your mind off of what it is that's stressing you out. Another one is to nap and make sure that you get enough sleep. So naps are okay, not in class, obviously, but whenever you have time, 20 minutes, 30 minutes, you don't want to nap any longer than that because it can mess up your sleep cycles. Don't nap too close to bedtime, so those late afternoon, early evening naps are probably okay, a couple hours before, a few hours before you go to bed. The next one I think is a big one. So if you're stressed because you're overwhelmed about things, which is often one of the issues with stress, is there's a lot going on. Like, how am I going to get everything done? Make a list. So if you make a list and you prioritize it, or make a list and put a star beside the things, this I have to get done this week or today. Some of this other stuff, it can be put off, and I don't have to get to it right away. Next is if you're really feeling overwhelmed, talk to somebody, get help. There are a lot of people you can talk to, your teachers, friends, family, counselors. There's all kinds of support at the school, but you have to reach out and ask somebody. Hopefully somebody, if they realize that it is an issue, that they can step in and offer that without you asking, but that's not always the case, and some people hide their stress a lot more than others do. The next one's a phrase that I coined in college, and I called it productive procrastination. So if I had an assignment that I was supposed to be working on and I didn't want to do it, instead of just putting it off, procrastinating, and going to do something fun, I would do something that was on my list to do that maybe wasn't quite a priority. So I would then feel less stressed. I didn't get it done. I put it off a little bit. I eventually hit that deadline that I needed to get done. But I would do something else that needed done anyways, even if it wasn't a top priority, because I did found that if I procrastinated and put something off that had to get done, and I did something that wasn't on my list to do, then I felt even worse afterwards. Next is if you're stressed and you're anxious, having a fidget spinner, something to play with, a pencil, a pen, just something to twirl, keep your hands busy. Some people get antsy when they get stressed, and that's okay. So just find what works for you. Probably have one here somewhere. A stress relief ball that can relief, one of the two. Those soft ball that you squeeze, clay, putty. There's all kinds of different things that you can use to help relieve tension and stress, especially with your hands, because we do tense up a lot. And that's one thing stress can actually lead to. Body aches because you're so stressed. A lot of people hold it in their shoulders and their neck just from being tense and stressed. Another one that's good is listen to music. The types of music you listen to, though, can be helpful or detrimental to your stress levels. So if you're stressed and you listen to calming, soothing music, that's probably a good thing. If you're stressed and you're listening to heavy metal or something like that, it's probably not going to ease your stress levels. Other things you can do to get rid of stress: draw, be creative. Some of those things are a nice outlet for stress that we have. Writing too can do that. Cooking, Some people like to cook. It's just calming. Anything that you find in your life that calms you down, something you enjoy, that can help alleviate stress. Meditation. I don't do it a whole lot. I probably should meditate more. I feel like I don't have time to do that. But it is proven to relieve stress. Um, Yoga is another one, a form of exercise and meditation together, because I don't find yoga very um, fulfilling as an exercise, but it does help calm my mind. I don't do it very often, but when I do, it is calming. Another one, a student added this one, it was to play video games. But again, in moderation. If you're stressed and you go and play a video game for 3 hours, that's not going to help get anything done. But if you're like, hey, I've just worked on this homework assignment, I have another one test to study for, and another homework assignment. If you want to go and play one video game for 20 minutes or 30 minutes, that probably isn't going to be that bad of an idea. Get your mind off of things and go play. Sorry, this was a little bit of a longer video. I had a long list to go over. We all deal with stress. We deal with it different ways. Find what works for you. Don't forget to click that thumbs up button and subscribe. Thanks for all 6 of you who've already subscribed. I'm really getting a big following here. Sarcasm there. It's okay if you don't subscribe. I really don't feel bad. Have a great day. Take care of yourselves. Seriously, work on that stress.